What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back. Today, EXO-6 has given us another immediate purchase from Star Trek Voyager. We're here to look at Tom Paris. Or is it Tom Paris? I don't know. Stick around if you guys like the video. Hit the like button for me. Smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show. And let's get into it.
I give you Ben Thomas Showtime. Here we go.
Okay, my friends, my Star Trek friends and family that exist in the world, EXO-6 gave us this figure today. From the Star Trek Voyager line, we're looking at Lieutenant Tom Paris, junior grade. Now, I will start by saying Voyager is in my top 3 Star Trek favorite franchises. I love Star Trek Voyager. I love their journey as a crew that become a family, trying to get across the Delta Quadrant all the way back to the Alpha Quadrant in one piece is an epic friggin' journey. And Tom Paris, right from the first episode, is absolutely a contributor in that show. Really cool pilot, has some pretty impactful relationships over the course of the show, and overall is ultimately often a great comedic relief as well as emotional weight to the series. I was excited about the Star Trek Voyager line from EXO-6 because I'm a big Star Trek fan. I want to collect everything there is that exists when it comes to Star Trek. I think it's pretty obvious at this point to most of the folks who watch the Ben Thomas Show that I've found the Star Trek Voyager line to absolutely be the softest so far. I compared the recent Harry Kim pre-order to sculpted butter because that's kind of what it looked like to me. Very Madame Tussauds-esque, just missing the overall mark. I think the challenge that I have for myself and when I'm addressing collectors like you guys who are watching the show, for those people who are excited to get a Tom Paris because this is probably the only 6-scale representation of this character we'll ever get, makes it a tough nut to swallow. Because I don't really think it's a quality release at this point. Not in comparison to what we've seen with some of the other EXO-6 lineup so far. Now, I would say that I appreciate the fact that we're at least getting what feels now like a completed lineup from EXO-6. They feel like they've been a little all over the map. You can tell that the developer chooses releases that he thinks is cool, which is fine. You do whatever you want, it's your company, totally get that. But I know there are people and Star Trek collectors out here who are waiting for the Wrath of Khan, Kirk, and Spock, and McCoy, or some of the Star Trek The Next Generation lineup to start. But this makes me worried about Star Trek The Next Generation because that's one line that I think I want even more than Voyager. That's the one line I would hold out for. And I gotta say, if the quality comes in similar to this, I'm losing my excitement. I'm losing my excitement for it, which is devastating because I've wanted Star Trek collectibles, especially in 6 scale, for as long as I've been collecting 6 scale. When we take a look at the actual pre-order page, so this is an interesting thing to note today. This character comes in at a final amount of $170 plus $25 flat rate shipping. So price point at $195 is pretty good. I will give it that. That's not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. When we get into the details here, you see that there is a pre-order button and a buy with PayPal option. Now, in my email today, I saw that this figure was up for an immediate order or an immediate release. But I'm also seeing that there's a pre-order end date of June 27th. So I'm curious if maybe they already have some stock of these guys made and then are also opening a pre-order window to capture as many other orders as possible while the molds still exist. There's more than the 30 points of articulation with this figure. A realistic portrait of Paris. Well, I don't know about realistic, but it's definitely a portrait of him. Robert Duncan McNeil, of course, is the actor. Each head sculpt is specially hand-painted. Okay, the Starfleet duty uniform jumpsuit meticulously researched, and this duty uniform matches the pattern and color of the original costume, recreated in 1/6 scale. Now, I'd be curious about that, because if I take a look back at the slides here, and the comparison, I am noticing that the material of the blue underneath the collar there is definitely, obviously, a different material. No, I get it. It's hard to absolutely recreate every possible detail. But when you put this type of description on your page, people are going to start looking. They're going to start looking a little closer. And I figure this is a character and a figure release that I would say don't look too hard at. Don't look too closely at. I think at a distance, it looks like Tom Paris. I think up close, it's a bit of a miss. The total of 6 interchangeable hands are also included in the display, holding various accessories. There's a display base, that hexagonal display base that we've seen with the other releases, which I appreciate. At least there's some uniformity, of course, within the line. The equipment here, so he comes with a Type 2 hand phaser. This phaser can be worn in a black holster that's magnetically attached to the jumpsuit. There's the TR-590 Tricorder X, which is of course a standard tricorder, and can be opened or worn in its holster, and the personal access display device. Now I gotta say, I can see why this figure is not as expensive as some of the other options that EXO-6 has given us, because in terms of the equipment, this is absolutely 3 reuses. That tricorder, the phaser, and the pad. All reuse. Now, that's not a knock against EXO-6, to be honest. They don't come with a lot of other accessories. These Star Trek characters specifically. But I almost wish they'd given it to us for less. If they could have given this to us at even $175 all in, because they've now had a chance to recycle some of these accessories, I'd be more likely to promote the figure. I don't think that really looks like Tom Paris. And I know that that's being critical, guys. I get it. Let's take a look at some of the other things we've seen from them so far. This is the Star Trek Voyager line. Like I said, 7? It's pretty good. Like, I see Jerry Ryan there. The hair to me was my biggest nitpick. Not terrible. Harry Kim. Not great. Similar to Tom Paris. In fact, I actually think the Harry Kim I like more, now seeing them kind of compared. The Janeway. This hurt my soul, because I love Kate Mulgrew. I love her as an actress. I think she was a badass captain. I would like to be able to collect her in my display. I've got friends out there who have said it's not a bad figure once you have it in hand, and if you do some paint rework on it, it can be better. I don't want to repaint my friggin' figures, to be honest, though. I have no desire for that. Why has this lineup been so soft? Why does Chakotay have weirdly droopy eyes? Why does Janeway look so plasticky? Why does Harry Kim look like sculpted butter? Why is the Tuvok pretty freaking good? Why is there this roller coaster of quality when it comes to EXO-6? Now, again, roller coaster of quality. This guy is on the main page, showing his in stock. Terrible looking, not trying to be negative, but it's kind of hard to not give my real feeling. Tell me how you really feel, Ben, right? Let's see here. What else are we looking at here? Let's look at pre-orders for these. DS9 release. Really good. I love this Quark. I think this looks fantastic. How can they get a Ferengi so good and Tom Paris so buttery? Really excited about the Locutus of Borg. It gives me some hope for the next generation line, that is for sure. Even the Shran. The Shran looks really good. I got some grievances with where his antennae are placed, but other than that, I think, yeah, like real strong. Sulu. We're looking at original series. Excellent likeness to George Takei. Excellent. What happened with Tom Paris in the Voyager lineup? It's almost as if they have an entirely different team working on them. These figures here look insane. Let's see if I can pull it up. Look at these guys from Picard Season 3. I think anybody who is watching right now is likely interested in Star Trek. I would hope. If not, maybe you're thinking about getting interested in Star Trek. I recommend the show. I recommend Voyager. I recommend some of the other EXO-6 releases that we've got a chance to see so far up till now. But, in all good conscience, I have to give this figure about a 5 out of 10. There's no additional accessories that this guy comes with, it's all recycled. The outfit, to me, looks just a little on the baggy side, not very well tailored. The neck sleeve, the blue material, is not quite accurate. Yeah, like the material on the suit here, for some reason, looks really baggy around the waist all of a sudden, especially in comparison to my first contact data that I've got. It was very well tailored. Guys, let's leave it there. I wanted to give you guys my honest take. I got home from work today. This was my first reaction to seeing these photos, and I wanted to give it to you straight as possible. I know it's a tough nut to listen to a negative opinion about something that you might think is cool. If you think it's cool, absolutely all the power to you. Like I said earlier in the video, there's an absolutely great chance we'll never see a Tom Paris ever made ever again. And if you need to fill your Voyager line, here's an option. Maybe you could look at a custom head sculpt down the line to swap it out and use the body and the materials and the suit and all of the things. Always an open door when it comes to 6 scale. But guys, leave me your comments below. Do you like this figure? Do you not? What would you rate it out of 10? Again, I'm giving it a 5, maybe a 6, if I'm being generous. Out of 10. Not great. Not great at this point. But let me know what you guys think below. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me. Of course, live long and prosper. I love your faces. I'll catch you guys on the next Ben Thomas Show EXO-6 preview video. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you on the next one.